This is a project by Jameson and Yonis, and this project is talking about in which ways we're discussing which ways the gun laws can be reformed in and around the United States.
So for info we know, since January 1st, 2020, there have been 35,159 deaths due to gun violence, 31,280 injuries, and 526 mass shootings. Out of all these shootings, only 1,159 were used in the act of self-defense. Gun violence is a global human rights issue that needs to reform, and states should be held accountable for exercising proper gun control over the use and possession of firearms.
Problems. Some problems concerning gun reform in this country are guns are rarely used in self-defense, meaning that people who use guns rarely use them in self-defense. Rather, most gun violence acts are being used for criminal offenses. Secondly, lack of nationally used federal laws around guns in the United States, meaning that while in some states you could have weaker laws on guns, uh, some states like California have stricter laws on guns. So, meaning there's a divide around the country around gun laws. Third, influx of assault weapons being readily available in some parts of the country, meaning that in some parts of the country, a person can get an assault rifle fairly easily, and having that weapon being readily available in any state could lead to, criminal offenses in this country at a higher rate. And lastly, a gun culture in the U.S. that decriminalizes guns, meaning that the gun culture in the United States is kinds of romanticizes guns in a way that other countries do not. While this makes guns seem less deadly, when in fact they're a deadly weapon that should only be used in self-defense or by people in positions of defense like the military or policemen.
And some solutions to control gun violence: we could increase stricter background checks on the federal level, have a nationwide ban on assault weapons being open to the public, encourage a culture based around gun safety, reduce the easy access to dangerous weapons such as military-style rifles. We could also create a mandatory training for newly licensed gun owners so they know what they're doing around weapons. We could also support and donate to get gun violence research.
Our case study. So in this journal that we found from the ASU library, it shows how a law GVROs allow family members and intimate partners who believe a relative's dangerous behavior may lead to violence to request an order from a civil court authorizing law enforcement to remove any guns in the individual's possession and to prohibit new gun purchases from the duration of the order. We chose this study because it shows a positive way that gun reform can be used across the country, showing how background checks and influence from family members could show how fit a person could be to using a firearm in their state or in their home.
For the interview, we chose the CNN town hall meeting in the wake of the Parkland shooting back in 2018 in Florida. This is a good choice for a topic due to the fact that it was people from different point of views on gun reform, and they were all voicing their opinions towards politicians.